It's 5 a.m. and once again, I'm woken up by my 17-year-old cat. It's Christmas break and just like most people, we're getting blasted with some of the coldest air we've seen in years. Thankfully, where I live, it's all ice and no snow. Not yet. I'm trying to use my break to launch my channel and also make a deadline I set for writing my book. My morning routine for work days and weekends begins with quiet time. Your whole day is affected by these first 30 minutes. I read the 4 agreements every day. It is life-changing. I'm trying to work on my grammar and this is supposed to help, so I read this. I watch Sarah Cannon and her channel Heart Breathings every day. Her channel is beyond inspiring and motivating for authors. Ali Abdaal is indispensable. His content is pure gold. I do a daily brain dump and to-do list. I slowed down the speed so I could talk more about it. This is the #1 mind trick in focusing, just to get it all out on paper. Mornings are magical. If it's a rough morning, it's harder to reel it back in and have a productive day. Even just stepping outside can turn it all around. Just not 9-degree weather like you see here. Today is Christmas Eve. I'm making meatballs and getting gifts ready. Later, I'll go to family's house to eat and exchange gifts. Christmas was a challenge this year because it was so cold and everyone's car was dying. Thankfully, mine didn't, and I got home in one piece. This is my desk setup. Right now, my desk is kind of small, but it's large enough for my tablet, laptop, and a notebook to fit on. Here are my desk side essentials. I need to have my hands moisturized. I run a diffuser and this oil really does perk my mind up. Chapstick. No explanation needed here. This is something new. This is my work list. It's just a small chunky notebook that I write my to-dos and ideas in to work on. I use affirmation flashcards every morning. These hold tremendous power in putting your mind in tip-top shape. I highly recommend using them every day. This is my mini dry erase board. I need that visual sitting in front of me saying I need to do something. Last but not least, I have to use headphones. Cell phones, neighbors, and cats can mess up a workflow pretty quick. And then finally, it's that time. Time to write. This is my plotting wall. I just keep that green flag on where I am in the story. Why am I an author? What do I do to get in the zone for writing? I have to go back. I go back and reread a few of the previous scenes. In my first book, I would sit down to write the next scenes without going back to read, and you could tell each chapter had a different tone and it just didn't flow smoothly. I figured if I want my reader to get lost in my story, it needs to flow smoothly and not distract them with errors. Every hour I take a break. On my first break, I make my secret writing weapon, a green smoothie. A green smoothie not only energizes me but sharpens my mind. I'm able to think better and be more productive, and that is a huge win. When I don't drink this, my mind is sluggish and I'm not able to write and create as much. This is my secret. The recipe is kale, a half green apple, lemon juice, and ginger. While we're taking a break, if you could, click the subscribe button. It helps spread this info to more people. I forgot to mention, I also use the other half of the apple to dip in peanut butter. It's a great treat, and I don't know about anyone else, but I can't work, think, and write on an empty stomach. A brain working off of a green smoothie is better than one working off of a cake pop and sugar latte. In my own opinion, for some people that just works. I use my tablet for writing research. If I'm writing in a specific climate or city, I'll use my tablet to bring up images to write off of. I'll use the images for more specific detail to get better writing out of it. I'm not one of those hustle hard writers. It's hard for me to concentrate and write. I will go weeks without writing and making excuses, but the flip side is, in being an expert procrastinator, I've learned the best tips and tricks to help me sit down and focus. The reality is that if I don't focus, my career, dreams, and goals go right out the window. In the past year and a half, I have managed to write one book, and I'm 65,000 words in on my second one, so I am making some progress. If you're wondering what that weird thing is behind my desk, it's a tapestry mural of the beach. It needs to be ironed really badly. My whole office is decorated in the beach. I love the Carolinas, and it is so peaceful and calm. It's the end of the day and the weather is getting colder. Christmas is over and New Year's is here, and my plan is to keep climbing for goals. I would like to ignite the ignition and go a little harder this year. It's frustrating when you hit bumps, and I'm one of them. I get frustrated too. But I try to wake up the next day and put one word and one foot in front of the other. One thing I have found in the past couple years is that if you keep going, you eventually get there, wherever it is you want to be. It's been so nice being able to share this video with you. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy holidays and happy New Year.